get ready for this week's spill.
Grab your favorite drink and come hang out with us.
So for this week, we are going to talk about conspiracy theories.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is going to be my favorite one. My favorite episode.
Laura's really into this stuff. I know some, and it is interesting, but for the most part, it's right up Laura's alley.
I am such an info boner right now.
And then for our drink of choice today, we have hot chocolate.
We can just fake a first sip, I guess. So good. It's hot chocolate.
Never had this before.
Wow, so unique.
Okay, I think we're going to start off with talking about the moon landing.
Okay, wait. Before we start, when we were doing research into this...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. We were looking up, like, different parts of each conspiracy theory, and it was, first of all, like, asking us to sign into Google, and then it was saying, like, hoax, or debunked, or fact-checked, and, like, there was nothing about conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and I feel like when Laura mentioned having to sign in, I think it's literally to track, like, what you do.
Yeah, to see, like, who's looking this up.
And why.
And why are you looking this up, yeah. So try it out. Try typing in some kind of conspiracy theory, like a big time one, and see if it blocks you out too. Because it was definitely trying to, like, block me out.
Yeah.
Weird.
But that's another thing too. We were talking about, like, with the government not showing, like, news and stuff anymore to us.
Yeah.
Like, I think the US still gets it, but Canada doesn't.
Yeah. Like, not at all. And, like, it can't be shown on any social media or anything. So...
They just don't want us to know anything.
That's why we're here, though, babes.
Yeah.
We'll tell you everything we know. If we disappear you.
Government, please don't listen to this episode.
We're just kidding.
Disclaimer, this is just for fun.
None of this is real. It's just for entertainment purposes.
Oh, God.
We're just two dumb broads. We don't know anything. Okay, please.
Yeah.
Please, we don't know anything.
Oh.
Okay, start it out.
Okay, so moon landing. I found out that it was in, like, the 60s. I didn't know that. So that's, like...
Yeah, I didn't know dates either.
Yeah, so there's always been, like, is it real? Is it fake? But a couple of the things that, like, in the pictures have shown... One, no stars in any of the photos, which...
It's, like, eerily black.
Which I think is weird, right? Because every other picture that we see of space or whatever, it has the stars and, like...
Yeah. That's weird. Like, it's eerie. Like, it's just, like, pitch black.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's just creepy.
Another one that makes me laugh is the flag waving.
Hey, you gotta explain this to me, because I know I've seen it, but, like, I don't get it. Why is it waving?
Apparently wind, but, like, is there wind? That's the question.
Could there be wind on the moon?
Like, I don't know how similar it is, like, up there on the moon, like, compared to here. Obviously, the climate is different, of course.
Well, and there's no gravity.
Yeah.
Or very little gravity, because they, like, bounce around like fucking jelly beans up there.
But do they? I don't know. Like, I don't know any of this.
Okay, before we keep going, I'm just gonna say, allegedly. I'm pretty sure they did this in, like, a green screen.
Which I think is really fucked up.
I don't think it's real. I don't think they went up there.
I have a feeling they didn't either. Especially, like, I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me how that thing is waving around and, like, nothing else is, you know? Everything's like, just chilling.
And just quiet, right?
Yeah.
And just dead silent, and then the flag just waving around.
And then the other thing was the shadows in the photos on the moon or whatever. Apparently they're not parallel to each other or something. Something
really?
Weird, yeah, with the shadows don't, like, line up.
Oh.
Because, like, if we go out and see our shadow,
yeah,
it looks, like, a certain way.
Parallel to us. So that would make sense then if there was some kind of, like, fake lighting or, like, special effects and stuff.
Yeah, because some of them are like this or whatever, like crooked. Or like, I don't know.
Okay, but I also have, like, done TikTok research, we'll say, about the moon landing, and lately I've been seeing like videos of people like it's like glitches, like special effects glitches. So there was one and this guy was like in a spaceship and he was spinning and all of a sudden he disappeared off the video. And then like whatever, like he like was twirling towards the wall and disappeared.
Ew.
And then there was another one and it was like 4 astronauts sitting together and the one started like getting lifted up and you see for a second the guy beside him grab a rope and pull his rope back down. I could not fucking make this up. You can see him reach behind him and like grab the rope and pull him back down.
See, that shit's like stupid.
I know. And then there was another one, a huge one. I was trying to find it to show Cass, but again, you can't fucking find this shit anywhere now. But it was like a video of a guy taking a video from inside a spaceship, like of the outside.
Okay, so that's another question. Were they like taking off already? Like they were in
Yeah,
space?
like yeah, they were in space.
How is your phone even able to turn on?
Or like a video camera at all. Right? Like I just don't get it.
I just thought of that.
Yeah, right? Like how are you getting videos up there with like a little fucking
iPhone. Or whatever. A Motorola.
Well, do you remember when they said that guy went up to space and he was playing ukulele in space or some shit? Like bullshit.
Okay, I'm gonna cut you off.
Okay.
Another thing that just made me have a question in my head was, okay, the part of the flag moving again.
Yeah.
If we're floating around, how are they physically able to just stand on the moon? Am I stupid? Like,
no.
Should I know this? Is that a...
No, because if you're in space and there's no gravity, what's the gravity on the moon?
Right.
Because, okay, hold on. Okay, I have something we can read off of. And it says debunked. I don't fucking think so. But it says Buzz Aldrin saluting the proudly waving American flag on the moon remains one of the most iconic images on the Apollo 11 mission, blah blah blah. There is no atmosphere on the moon. So there's no wind. Why is the flag waving?
Yeah.
This is proof the conspiracy theorists have been seeking, it says.
I don't know. I feel like he would be floating around. Or is that just in the spaceship?
I don't fucking know.
Like, can anybody please let us know? Because I feel dumb asking that, but, like, at the same time, you see everything floating around in space, so, like, how are you able to just chill and stand?
And stand on the moon. And then why, when they are, like, walking on the moon, they're, like, leaping?
Yeah,
right? Like, it's like...
But all of a sudden, oh, pose for a picture. Okay, and I'm just gonna chill.
Yeah, and, like, cameras back in 69, you're telling me, like, iPhones now have, like, the blur resistant thing, so if you move in a picture, it, like, straightens it out. They're not doing that in 69, man. Like, if you're not still... Like, how is he not just, like, floating away?
Yeah. Like, is his shit so heavy that it's able to just...
But then if it is, how are they floating and, like, jumping around?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, what I was gonna say, though, is someone's taking a video from up in space, and it's, like, pointed out the window, so you can see, like, the sky and the earth and stuff, and you see a fucking fly land on the glass and walk for a second and then fly away.
No.
Like, dude. And then, like, I saw this on TikTok and the comment or whatever was something like, how the fuck is NASA this lazy? Like, y'all are really letting this go.
That one makes you laugh.
Honestly, though, like, can you imagine this, like, big NASA guy sitting, like, teaching this educational class about space exploration, and it's like, excuse me, sir, there's a fly on the screen. And, like, no one edited it out or anything. It's just, like, there. Same with all these videos of people, like, disappearing and stuff. Like, it's all there. It's fake.
And, like, these people who work at NASA make, like, so much money.
Right?
On, like, stuff that is just embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Like, I don't know how else to put it. It's embarrassing.
Okay, the other thing about NASA, too, I was just talking about this with you, is that, and I didn't know this until, like, 2 weeks ago, is NASA used to explore the ocean. And it was the only people, I guess, that really ever tried to. they found something so fucked up that they never went back down there, and that's why they explore space.
I can kind of see that though because there's so much shit down there.
Yeah, like what the fuck is down there? We would never know. We've seen what, like 5% of the oceans? Like less than 10% of it has been like explored.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we got some shit. Like there's probably like megalodons down there.
Probably, or used to be, or
Oh,
I don't know, maybe still are.
what if there's like dinosaurs down there? Aliens.
There is like weird things for sure down there.
There has to be.
I'm
Like
curious to know if there's like buildings or like
Atlantis? Oh. Yeah, what if there's like a whole colony down there of like people that live underwater?
ew.
Ew. Can you imagine though? Like you
Because
just
even when you go snorkeling, like you can only go a certain like
yeah, and then it's pitch black.
yeah.
At some point it gets pitch black and freezing cold. Like what if as you get deeper it gets like warmer?
Because you're going to hell.
But like what if there's a whole like yeah, what if there's like a whole civilization like just chilling down there,
Yeah, I don't know.
like watching their own version of Netflix.
Yeah.
Sea flicks.
Oh my god, like we have like the ocean ones or the ocean videos and they have
Like
us.
exploring Earth. Did you know only 5% of the Earth's surface has ever been
Ew.
explored? Ew.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Okay, the last point that I had for the moon was people are saying that astronauts like couldn't physically survive once they leave Earth because of the radiation or whatever.
Hey, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Apparently, yeah, like the Earth has such a strong like radiation or whatever, so the second you leave, our bodies like
Can't handle it.
yeah.
So what the fuck then? Like,
But like again, is that true? Like I don't know.
I just don't see how it would be possible to get up there and like survive and like the shit they do up there. Like, you think they're really gonna go up there and do fucking backflips on the moon? Like, bullshit.
So, and another thing, when we were talking about like why haven't people gone up there since? Which again, yeah, they have like their little robots up there,
Yeah.
but like why, yeah, aren't we going up there more often then?
Well, and you'd think if they did this back in 69, we have decades worth of technology advancements. So they should be way better suited to go up there now
Yeah.
than they were 60 years ago.
I don't know. I feel like those cameras are just chilling in the desert or something.
Probably. Like, honestly, it's so dumb. I don't
Yeah.
get it. I don't know how they could possibly have landed on the moon. And they still know so little. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Let us know what you guys think about that one.
Yeah, and if you have any other, like, pieces to it that you've heard or stuff that you could add in, because
Yeah.
that's a fucked up one. Okay, which one do we want to do next?
Hmm.
Ooh, because it goes with that one, we could quickly touch on, I don't have this one prepared, but the whole Earth is flat and we live in a firmament thing. Have you heard that?
Yeah, what do you think? I don't think the Earth is flat. I'm not one of those, but
Marcus thinks I'm a flat earther. But only because I think it's possible. I'm not even saying that I think that's how it is, but I fully think it's possible that it's flat and we're just in a like a dome. It's possible. And like the moon is like a projection over the dome, and like that's why people have like control over the weather, because you literally just have to like whoever is in charge would just punch it in and that's the weather we get. And like, you know what I mean? And so like and like this is so dumb. I feel so dumb even saying it. But like so like when you're in a plane, you can see like flat, right? So why couldn't you see a curve if you're in an airplane? Or like stuff like that, which could just be perspective.
but like we can't really tell.
Exactly. So I'm not even saying I think it's true. I think it's possible.
I think the only reason that I'm so stuck on it being round is like that's what we grew up with, right? Like we see the
Yeah.
pictures of it being round and like
Which could be fake.
yeah, I don't know. But okay, this is gonna bring me into the next one that I'd like to talk about.
Okay, I love it.
So yeah, with pictures being fake, the like in Egypt and the pyramids.
Okay, I know nothing about this. You have to. I'm so excited.
I have like 3 little points here for this.
Okay.
So all through like growing up and like school, we learn about them and that they're like in the desert by themselves, right?
Yes. Yeah.
There's nothing around, like it's these just popped up. Okay, so one of them obviously is that the aliens built the pyramids, right? And
100%.
It wasn't like the Egyptians or whatever.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Allegedly. I'm like 120%.
It was not human created.
Not at all. Impossible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of impossible though.
I think it is. Okay, and then so this is recent that I found this out. The entire time that we've been learning about these is just a complete lie because there's a new picture that shows the pyramids like over here in their own little area, but then it like is a zoomed out picture and you can see like across the street basically there's businesses and houses.
What?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so like this whole entire time we're learning that they're in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, like by themselves.
And they're not.
No.
What? So
unless this picture is a lie. I don't know. Like what is the truth, really?
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I need to show you this picture.
Okay, now that you're talking about this, I'll let you find the picture. I have heard like very small things, like people think they're hollow, like there's nothing in them, they're just like hollow. And then the other thing too is like
Tut?
Yeah.
Like isn't he in there?
Yeah, I
chilling?
think he is.
Dead?
Rip King
like whatever, right? His like tomb or whatever.
So they are meant to be hollow. Right? Or not?
Like there's well,
parts of them that you could get into probably.
Yeah.
But that the whole thing is hollow. But then how would it stand?
For that long? I don't know. And it's too perfectly made and like carved out and like I don't know.
Also, when would we have had the tools to do that? Like you're telling me people were doing that with
their hands?
Yeah, no tools, no way to like no ladders, no way to get up, no way to lift up the heavy whatever it's sand, stone, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
How are you lifting that like thousands of feet up? How are you getting up there to place the top of that fucking pyramid?
And like all this stuff, I don't know, the carvings, even like on the insides, like the pictures that we see, I don't know. It's just too advanced.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I have the picture, and maybe we'll post it on like our Instagram.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll put it on Instagram. Oh my god.
They're not in the middle of nowhere.
No, not at all. Like that's a whole city.
Yeah,
what
and like
the fuck?
So even like behind them, so you're looking out your window at work and you can see these things.
There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're fake?
I don't think they're fake.
Do you think people have touched them?
Yeah, I think you can do tours.
Oh.
I don't know if you can touch them.
Because what if they're just like inflatable?
No.
What if they are?
No.
Keep it realistically, now that we keep thinking about it, how are they building those? What could have happened is we could have, you know how people always say the expression like World War III will be fought with bombs and like nuclear explosions, World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones.
Mm-hmm.
Like what if at some point we did have the technology to build those, but then there was some kind of like nuclear warfare and the world reset and we had to go back to like,
I don't know.
you know, like go back to the beginning where it's like you're rebuilding technology. Like what if they had more advanced technology at one point?
The thing with that too kind of brings me back to like the alien stuff because even like crop circles.
Oh, crop circles. Woo!
Are also like everyone's like, okay, humans can't make those, blah blah.
Because they can't. There's no fucking way you're making perfect circles miles long.
Which is why I think it's similar to like stuff like this.
It does. It has to be.
I haven't heard about a crop circle in a long ass time, but like I feel like it's very similar, like along the lines of like aliens or whatever you want to call them. There's something else.
There is. And we've talked about this. Like, I don't know necessarily if they are, like, green with big black googly eyes, but, like...
Or gray and slimy, or, like, whatever. Like, who knows?
Motherfuckers are scary, though.
And they are way too advanced for us.
Oh, like, light years. They've gotta be. Which is cool. Look at how nicely this is all flowing from one point to the next. Now we can talk about aliens.
Yeah.
Okay, what are your thoughts on aliens?
When I was younger, I feel like I wasn't much of, like, a believer. Like, oh, aliens, like, no, those don't exist. Now, going back to, like, again, this stuff,
yeah,
I'm like, okay, there is, like, something.
There's just too much proof for there not to be. Like, too many people have seen UFOs.
Mm-hmm.
Too many people have had, like, abduction and probe stories. Too many, like, just, it's too...
Yeah, there's too much shit that just doesn't make sense for, like, humans to do it.
Yeah. And what's Area 51 then? Okay, what do you actually think Area 51 is?
I don't know if it's, like, an alien base. Like, I don't know. But I do think it is a bunch of fucked up, no offense if a government person is listening to this.
Allegedly.
But it's a shady ass, I don't even know what to call it.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
I think, I don't think it's necessarily just aliens. I think it's a government
base,
yeah. And I think they have secrets.
Like, all the secrets.
Yeah. Like, everything. Like,
why can nobody, like, go up there, even, like, to the gate? It's like you're getting shot at, basically.
Oh, yeah. Allegedly, rumor has it, my imagination is imagining that they have, like, nuclear weapons, they have aliens down there. I'm sure they've got, like...
Even, yeah, with the alien thing, I feel like they have something in, like, a lab that they have caught or whatever. Uh-huh. Yeah, and are doing, like, research. Like, hardcore research.
Or trying to, like, reproduce more of them to see.
Yeah.
Can you imagine alien farming? Ew.
Or, like, trying to combine a human.
Oh!
Like, crossbreed.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's scary.
I don't know.
What if they are? What if aliens look like humans?
Okay, but robots are getting to be like that. So, is that where that started too? Like, I don't know.
Oh my god. What if AI is, like, the birth of...
AI is government funded for sure.
Oh yeah, like 100% it is. But
why do I have an AI robot on my Snapchat?
But they're smart. They're, like, getting advanced. Almost, like, similarly to aliens, though.
Yeah, and why can't we delete her?
The AI?
Yes.
Snapchat AI?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's weird. Have you seen the shit about her? Him? Her?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Like when it posted the picture of the ceiling or whatever. And it looked exactly like everyone's ceiling in the corner.
What?
Yeah.
Ew. No, I was talking about, it was something, like, she commented, this was someone posting something on their own story and asked her, like, oh, did you like this? And she's like, yeah, that's a nice color of sweater or whatever. And he's like, how do you know what sweater I'm wearing? And it was like, I didn't see your story. I have no idea. And it was like, well, how did you just guess that? And it's like, I don't have the capabilities to look at your story. But it's happened, like, a bunch of times.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everything like that is all the government trying to, like, weasel their way into everyone's lives. And, like, control us.
Yeah, I think so. It has to be.
We're gonna get clocked for this for sure, but, like, that's
allegedly, supposedly, we're literally making this shit up out of our asses.
We're lying.
There's no proof of anything. This is all a hoax video. Please.
I don't know. I feel like Area 51 is very secret society. Like,
man,
I don't know how else to put it.
Like, you don't even want to think about some of the shit they probably have going on down there.
And the creators of the bombs, I feel like, go on there.
Yeah.
Like,
I would think so.
A schedule of, this is the tragic event that's going to happen. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I feel like everything...
Like, because shit like that has to be planned.
100% it does.
Yeah, like, Okay, the spot we're in right now could branch off in like 8 different directions.
I feel like we should bring up 9/11 now.
I feel like we have to.
Just because we're on the government train.
Yeah, see, but like it's cool that it's all kind of like flowing.
Yeah.
Maybe life is all one conspiracy theory.
Apparently, we're in a simulation.
Oh, we could talk about that one. I love that one so much. Have you seen the videos of like birds stopping mid-flight?
Yes, and the plane.
Yeah,
Plane.
yeah. Oh, bitch! Like, tell me that's not a glitch in the video game.
It is. It is. Their Xbox
the
crashed.
system reboots.
They got the red ring on the disc.
Toothpaste on that disc, babe, because fuck me. Scratchy. Maybe that's why our lives are so fucked up. It's like the game keeps crashing.
I'd like a new character.
Select new character.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Oh.
Oh god, okay, let's supposedly talk about 9/11. This one's massive. This is probably like the biggest conspiracy theory ever.
Yeah, see, and I didn't know a lot of this stuff. Like, I just thought, okay, like, this happened, like, holy fuck. It was a terrorist attack.
So has that always been your thought?
Yeah.
Is like, this was a terrorist attack?
Yeah, just because it was, like, drilled into my head as that. And I never really,
Everybody's, right?
Yeah, and I never really just dug in.
See, and I think this was, like, 6 years ago, maybe longer. Marcus and I got, like, really deep diving into it. And we were watching this documentary. I cannot find it now. I don't know where it is. I cannot find it. But it was basically talking about the possibility that 9/11 like was not actually airplanes, that those were just used as a scapegoat of like, oh, it's terrorism, whatever, but it was the government planning it for financial reasons, and that they set up bombs in the World Trade Centers that went off.
I think that's so fucked up.
Oh, it's fucked up.
Like, the fact that you're willing to put that many people's lives at risk and, like, kill that many people for your own, like, financial whatever.
Well, and you have to think, too, like, how many other events like that have there been where people are, like, sacrificed for the, quote, greater good of people?
Yeah, but
unquote.
Is it? Like, I don't
know.
know.
It's
all
not.
These innocent people working and, like, paying their taxes to fund the government. And
yeah.
No, sorry, that's not good enough. We need more. We're going to kill you to get more money. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
I'm going to jail.
We both are. It's fine. We can talk about it in jail. Like we were saying, I couldn't find like anything about this 9/11 theory. We were able to find a little. Basically, there's a person who has this like 9/11 truth group, and I guess they got this molten steel that came from a pile of rubble from the World Trade Centers, and they had it tested, and they found nanothermite in the dust, which is basically material that is used in like explosives and military grade bombs and stuff. And they sent it to this company to test it, and they were like, oh, well, like, you don't know this came from the World Trade Center rubble. So then they told them, like, well, come with us, we'll collect it together, and then you can test it. And they were like, no thanks.
So clearly they were probably told, like, if anyone comes knocking, don't answer.
No. But then also they had said there was, like, eyewitness accounts of flashes and loud explosions immediately before the towers collapsed. So, like, people on the ground heard explosives.
And recorded it?
And flashes. I don't know if anyone recorded it. Because nobody knew when they were going to fall, right?
Guess, yeah.
But there were people that said they were, like, either low in the building or on the ground, and they could, like, see and hear explosions going off before it came down.
So I'm wondering, like, as the planes or plane, whatever, is flying to go and hit these buildings, Were they dropping stuff, though, out of the plane first?
I don't know.
Like, I wonder if, like, that is a possibility. Like, were they
Yeah,
dropping?
like if they had anything coming out of the plane.
Mm-hmm. To, like, start from the bottom?
They could
I
have.
don't know.
They could have, Kate, but then this documentary I watched too, I feel like in there they had some kind of math based on like heat and the way the trade center was built. For some reason, the plane hitting it where it did shouldn't have collapsed it. And like the way the smoke came up and stuff.
Right.
Like I don't know, it was like math and science, but they figured like it didn't collapse because of that. There was something else. And then did you ever see like spoof videos of the way Bush reacted when he found out? Like he was reading a book to kindergarten kids. And someone
At the time?
Yes. And someone whispered in his ear like the World Trade Center was just hit. And he's like, "Okay, thank you." And he kept reading this book to these kids. Like tell me you didn't know what was going on, bitch. Allegedly. But man, like you're telling me if you're the president,
yeah,
and someone comes and whispers in your ear that like one of the biggest buildings in the state has just collapsed or been hit,
yeah,
and he's like, thanks.
good, that's good.
So the second little duck, like, and there's so many videos making fun of him about it because like,
but
really,
okay, I'm not on his side with this at all.
Okay,
but I'm wondering if that was his reaction because he was surrounded by kids.
It could be. So
because
he's not
the
like
second
causing
you freak
panic.
out,
Yeah,
those kids are gonna be like off the walls, crying, freaking out. Like, what is happening?
That would be scary. Or I mean, not scary, but that would be like reasonable.
But then again, why was he obviously? Okay, not obviously. Allegedly, he knew that this was happening, so
Yeah.
maybe that's why he was where he was. Also,
That's what I mean, right? Like in a spot where he's like
he like can't react really.
Yeah, where it's like if he doesn't react, it's like, oh, he only didn't do that because he was in a kindergarten class.
Yeah, good cover up.
Yeah. Perfect planning, really.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, you should look into it. Like there was like the book he was reading is something about like ducks or goats or something, like a real stupid kindergartner book. Fun. Love that for him.
I don't know.
He's got to be like 60, 70.
He's 77.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
What an old fuck.
His time's coming.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Oops.
We're not threatening.
Not at all.
We're not threatening the president. His time's coming.
Natural causes.
I'm just like looking for any way for us to get shit.
The cops are literally at my door.
Okay, there was one day where we were recording something. What were we talking about?
That was our text.
Oh yeah.
And then cops pulled up into the parking lot.
Yeah, what were we texting?
I don't know. We have to go back and look eventually.
Oh man, it was wild. Like we were joking about how like like the cops are gonna think we were talking about killing someone.
Oh yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, I'll help you bury a body or something.
Yeah,
and you're like, I wasn't gonna go that far.
Yeah, and then there were like cops outside your house, and then they just like left.
Yeah,
because we were like, we're kidding.
There was two that just drove through it.
Yeah, we're like, if anyone's listening, it was a joke.
But literally at the same time, like that was weird.
That was super weird. Do you think phones are tapped into?
Yeah.
Like you think people can see and hear everything you do on your phone?
Maybe not see, but everything that you do on your phone for sure is tracked. Like, why do we get ads the second that we're done talking about something?
Yeah, that is weird. Like you'll talk about
Skechers.
And then watch now for the next week you're gonna be sending me ads for Skechers.
Yeah.
What can I ask my phone to? If you're listening, send me ads for
butt plugs.
Butt plugs. Send me butt plug. If you're listening, phone, send me ads for butt plugs. I'm really interested.
Holy
now
fuck.
Let's see though. Like now I'm gonna be sending you screenshots. Like, dude, what the fuck?
Look, this one has a crystal.
Ew. This one comes in 7 sizes. Okay, let's see.
Oh no.
That'll be our conspiracy theory test. Let's see if my phone now wants to show me butt plugs. That's disgusting, like, of all things. You're gonna get Skechers, I'm gonna get butt plugs.
Fuck. We'll be getting both. Because they're both listening.
It'll be like, you scroll, one will be like, oh, this pair of Skechers is sick, and then you keep scrolling up, oh, butt plugs for $9.99? Shit, okay. What a fucking steal.
Add both to cart.
No questions, please. Anonymous delivery.
Oh, no. I can't even take a sip.
I know, I had to wait for a second.
Oh,
shit. Yuck. Like, how fucked up?
Oh, no.
Okay. Oh.
Okay,
where the fuck did that trail off to?
I don't know. George Bush died.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, then we can bring it to the Simpsons conspiracy.
Yeah, you know about this shit. I know.
I love this. Okay, so
You're gonna hate me.
why?
But I haven't really watched The Simpsons. I know, like, the only person in this world that has hardly watched any episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I don't know, I live under a fucking rock.
My grandpa used to let me watch The Simpsons all the time. He would, like, record them on VHS, and then he'd have, like, rows of, like, VHS tapes of it.
Like, I've watched episodes, just not, like...
I love The Simpsons. Okay, but there is a theory that, what's his name? The guy that writes it, Dave Grohl, I think is his name. There's a theory that he's a time traveler because The Simpsons have, like, accurately predicted things in the future. So one of them is Donald Trump being president.
Yeah, I remember seeing, like, that. Not the episode, but just, like, people posting about it.
Yeah, so that's a big one. Disney buying 20th Century Fox. They predicted that.
Did they?
Yep, they had an episode in season 10 called When You Dish Upon a Star. And it was about Disney buying out 20th Century, so Simpsons becoming Disney.
Oh, what the
Which
hell?
it is now.
What?
I'm not, like, you gotta look into this shit. It's fucked.
Is that another one? The Disney tunnels?
Disney tunnels?
Of them taking kids under the
What?
tunnels? You never heard that?
No.
Oh, fuck. I don't know much about it, but apparently there's, like, an underground, like, trafficking at Disney.
Not the most magical place
I
on
know,
earth.
I know. You never heard anything about that?
No! Okay, and then I'll just kind of skim through. Video chats, they predicted before it happens.
Like webcam and stuff? Or
yeah, webcams. That was season 6.
Which was what year?
90s maybe.
Hmm.
But they had video chats. Lady Gaga's exact Super Bowl performance. Costume and everything. Ebola outbreak. They predicted that in 1990, and that happened in 2014.
Fuck, that was a time.
I know they predicted 9/11 because it was like in the 90s they had one of a poster and it had 9/11 on it, and then like the buildings collapsing. Not even just the buildings, but it said 9/11 and then it had 2 pictures of the World Trade Center buildings collapsing, like a plane crashing into them. That was like 10 years before 9/11.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Oh my god, how did we not think of this one? They predicted the submersible, like the Titan, crashing.
No way.
Yes, way. So this episode, I watched this after everything happened with the Titan.
And it was like spot on?
Yeah, so Homer and this guy were in here, and he was like too whatever, cheap, and they talk about how it's like cheap design or whatever, and he gets stuck, and then it implodes.
Okay, this is gonna probably sound crazy.
Okay.
This is just how my brain works. Do you think this show was created to plan out like
world events?
Events, yeah. Like things that will like
happen?
Yeah, will automatically happen, but like cause an uproar and like get all the publicity. Like you think someone's just like, okay, we'll make this happen. We'll make this happen in this year. And then this year this will happen.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because I don't know. Like, I don't know if I believe in a time traveler. but I do believe in shit being created.
Subliminal messaging.
To have, like, either a heads up to the world.
There's something, there's a name for what you're talking about. And I don't remember what it is, but it's not subliminal messaging. It's when you put things in plain sight to prepare people for what's coming without causing panic.
Yeah.
So that's why there was, like, hints about 9/11 for years before 9/11 happened.
Yeah, like, I don't think he's a time traveler. I think he is either, like, working with government or whatever to, like, plan out the shit.
That's fucked up.
Because how many people watch The Simpsons?
Everybody.
Millions of people, right?
That's fucked. It's also the longest running TV show. Somehow, like, who's really watching Simpsons anymore? How is it still on the air?
Yeah.
And Disney bought it, which is the biggest media corporation ever, probably.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
I don't know. That's just, like, what I get from it.
So then the scariest part of that, though, is, like, looking at things that happen in The Simpsons, thinking they might come true.
Because it was planned?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just, like, how I see it.
I hate it. I do think a lot of this stuff is strategically planned. I think wars obviously are planned. Allegedly, not obviously.
But speaking of that, too, like, the Russian-Ukrainian shit that's going on, and then all of a sudden we're, like, getting into a recession and shit. It's just, like, one thing after another. Like, why is it all this?
Well, and then...
And, like, Russia and the Ukraine shit is, like, causing our food prices to go up. And, like, I don't know. I just feel like everything is just planned and tied together.
Well, and then...
I'm just gonna talk about this Disney thing.
Oh my god, yes, duh! Okay, tell me what the fuck this is.
So, one, I think it's really weird that Disney bought Simpsons, because that is not, like, child show. I don't know. Whatever.
You should see all the stuff Disney bought.
Yeah, it's weird, especially, yeah, like, the shows that are even on Disney Plus. I thought, oh, okay, it's gonna be, like, old school, like, cartoons and stuff that are, like, the new generation will watch.
No, Disney owns, like, Marvel.
Yeah,
Disney
so much
owns
shit.
Star Wars.
So, this, I found out, I don't know, like, a few years ago, I first heard of it. There is tunnels under Disney, I guess, but it was for, like, some other thing to, like, connect all of the stuff together, like the rides and buildings and whatever.
Okay.
Then this came out that it was used as, like, child trafficking. And so here, there's a CBS News is what I'm reading off of. Disney employees and former judge among 108 arrested in human trafficking sting. Yeah, so the authorities arrested 108 people, including alleged child sexual predators and those seeking prostitutes, in a 6-day undercover human trafficking operation in Florida. Among those taken into custody were 4 Disney employees.
Ew.
But then again, like, I haven't seen, like, oh, this kid went missing at Disney, really, but I feel like it would happen if we looked into it, if we searched, like, how many kids go missing.
So many, probably. Have you seen the size of that thing?
Yeah, and if there really are tunnels, obviously there is, because it, like, there's a picture that shows, like, the building or whatever getting built.
So there's just fucking gross underground tunnels.
But, like, it makes sense.
It does
For
make
creeps,
sense.
that's, like, the perfect place.
Yeah, where else are you gonna...
There's so many people, how are you even gonna notice?
And you're in the most magical place in the fucking world. You could put on a goofy costume. Be like, oh, come with me.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so fucked up. Ew, I'm never letting my kids leave the house again. Okay, what about Pizzagate?
What's that?
Child sex trafficking rings and stuff.
Oh.
Like, it ties into, like, Epstein. Like, the whole thing about, like, him not being murdered. Like, I mean, wow. Not killing himself, but, like, being murdered because he was going to release, like, the list of people that came to his island. There were some big names on that list.
Probably wasn't Oprah one of them.
Oprah?
Wasn't she part of that?
Maybe. I don't know.
I thought she was. Maybe not. I don't know.
Bitch, allegedly.
People can correct me, but I'm pretty sure she was one of them.
That's disgusting. But there were, like...
Ellen, right?
I did hear something about Ellen.
Yeah.
But there were, like, major public figures on that list. Like, Trump was on that list. Okay, now we have to think where we were going. We could do the Ocean Gate, because we were kind of talking about the Simpsons Ocean Gate. We're trying, guys. Like, we're really trying to keep this somewhat concise. Okay, let's do Ocean Gate. Do you think it imploded, or do you think it was planned? What are your opinions in here? Because
So
you followed this like a
I
motherfucker.
did, yeah, but my brain just sucks. But I watched like every video that popped up.
Every single day you would send me something else about it. You followed that
Yeah,
thing
I did.
so
Ugh.
hard.
I thought it was just so interesting.
It was. And that's like a conspiracy theory kind of thing happening in real time for us.
Yeah.
Right?
So it went down already, like 2 times, I think, before this. And it made it back. But did it? I don't know, because I didn't hear shit about it before this.
No. Do you think it ever actually went down there? Well, maybe, because they
I don't
do have
even
the
know.
videos of the Titanic crash. But do they?
Exactly.
Is that similar to the moon landing?
We'll get into the Titanic too.
Okay.
Ocean Gate little submarine thing. So apparently the first 2 times or 3, however many times it went down, it wasn't the same one as this. It was a different submarine, apparently.
Okay.
And then, yeah, apparently that one made it down and up just fine.
So then why did they use this one this time? And they put so many, like, big business people and, like, billionaires on there?
So there was the 2 business owners, the creator of Ocean Gate, Stockton, and then business owner's son.
Yeah. Because there was a dad and, like, a father and son on there. And they were pretty, like, big.
And it's, what, like $250,000 or something to go on that?
Per person.
Per person, yeah.
It's like, happy birthday, son. Here's a $500,000 birthday present.
Yeah, so apparently people are saying that it imploded to hide the truth that the Titanic didn't hit an iceberg. That's one thing that I heard.
What?
Which doesn't really make sense to me, because if it went down twice already, like, you would be hearing stuff like if they did research down there to prove or not prove.
What about James Cameron's whole, like, he had footage of the crash, like, not of the crash, but he had footage of, like, exploring the wreckage. I feel like they would have known that already, but still, if that stuff was fake, they could have been going to see.
And, like, why is a little dinky controller controlling this submarine?
That was an Xbox controller from Amazon, an off-brand one.
You're telling me, yeah, you get this much money.
A $20.
And that's what you're using to go down the ocean?
No.
No, you're not. Is that what they used in the first 2 or 3? Who knows, because there's no fucking, like, information about it. Why was that not on the news? When did they go down there?
Yeah, you'd think that would have been big. Like, the first people to see the wreckage of the Titanic. You don't think that's something people would want to know?
I don't know. Maybe there is, but it's not, like, out in the open.
Not like this is.
No. And apparently, Stockton, like, dismissed the integrity of the sub or something, which is questionable.
I did see that. He was like, no, it's fine. It's fine.
But is it? Like, how many times did you check that shit over?
And didn't he use, like, cheaper building materials that they wasn't even, like, not FDA, but it wasn't certified to dive
that far.
But he's like, I don't really care.
Yeah, the construction and, like, materials used is definitely questionable.
So then, do you think this could have been, like, a him thing? Do you think he could have set this up to fail?
Maybe.
Or do you think someone else could have?
Just as, like, a way out, maybe? Or, like, I don't know. So another is, apparently they didn't even get, like, onto the submarine at all, and they faked their death.
What?
Yeah, that's another thing that I seen. Which
actually?
Yeah, because apparently, like, on the news of what we got, it shows that the debris that they found shows that it imploded, whatever. And then I seen, like, a couple things where it's like, oh, like, we found human remains, but, like, if it imploded and everybody blew up, how are you finding stuff even to, like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
No, if it imploded, there would be, like, have you watched
sand?
Yes. Have you watched all the videos of, like, what it must have looked like for it to implode? And how it took, like, less than an eighth of a millisecond for people to be crushed. And
they're finding, like, a shoe or, like, clothing down there.
Luck.
How How are you finding these things?
Even if you found a shoe, how do you know that's from them? Could be anyone's fucking shoe. It's the ocean.
And yeah, them bringing up like the whole glass bowl that's still good.
Then
How
it
did
didn't
that not crush?
Then it didn't implode.
You're telling me that you have this glass bowl that is perfectly fine, no cracks, no scratches, nothing but metal, and everything else in there is dust?
It didn't implode then.
I don't know. It just, yeah.
Or that's just not pieces of the submersible.
They're just whipping up random shit. Like, oh, look, we found this. And it's
we found the controller.
It's your grandma's fucking casserole dish. Like, I don't know. Like, it just...
Oh, no.
It's hit and miss with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really into that because a lot of it was really interesting. Like, you're watching and, like, hearing about, oh my god, like, it's day 4 or whatever, and...
Well, and they have the time, right? It was like, they have this much oxygen left. They have this many hours of oxygen left. So we were all, like, on the seat of our ass, and we're like, the seat of our ass!
The edge of our seat? That's another thing. So, they're saying that it imploded, though, sooner. So why are we caring how much air they have left? If it imploded, like, the day of.
Yeah. So then it's
they would
just,
have
like,
known that.
That whole thing was, like, a massive media coverage. I would be curious what else was happening around the world at the same time. Because that took up everything.
It took up my whole life for a week.
Yeah, like days. So what else was going on that was being covered up by that?
Another thing that I find weird is, yeah, like the, who did it? Like the U.S. Coast Guards? Or whatever, like told the Canadian people to, like, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Or whatever. You guys can correct me, but the U.S. telling, like,
because technically it was our...
Yeah, it was in...
It was
like,
Canadian.
or something off of, like, that shore. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, like, Canadian water. Well, if that's a thing.
Yeah, so if we're over here saying, okay, something's not right, why is the U.S. telling us to wait?
Man, we should look and see what else was happening around that time. There might have been something, like, big happening. Fuck, we should look.
I'm just really curious, though. Yeah, like, why did we have to wait 4 days before we could go search for them? If that implosion was happening, it was happening, like, the second that they hit that pressure of the water to blow it up.
Here's the other thing. Do you remember them saying they could hear, like, banging?
Yeah.
Like, bangs for help? So what the fuck was that? Because they never said anything about that. But you could... I think they released part of it where you could hear, like, distinct banging.
But how easy is it to pop a sound onto something?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. There's a lot of shit that just, like, doesn't make sense to me.
And then it just, like, completely disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, like, everything all over the news, all over social media.
For a week, and then it went, like, a week after that.
No one talked about it again. So what the fuck was that covering? We should look into it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, now that we're talking about the Titan, though.
Want to talk about Titanic?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a couple things with that, too. Like, my boyfriend was telling me that apparently on the, like, original Titanic, JP Morgan had, like, crazy expensive artwork. I think I touched on this with you before.
Yeah.
So apparently he had, like, crazy artwork on there that was expensive, and he didn't end up getting on that ship, and there was, like, a fake ship.
The Olympic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. So yeah, at the last minute, he, like, decided not to, like, sail on that one.
For some reason.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that last minute didn't go. That were, like, big, high up people. Mm-hmm. That were like, actually, never mind.
And yeah, apparently, like, the insurance, too, wasn't enough to, like, cover the damage of the Titanic or something.
So do you know the whole backstory to this?
Something to do with Federal Reserve, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know, like...
So, basically what I looked up is there was a boat called the Olympic, and then there was the Titanic. They looked similar, but small differences.
Yeah.
And there was something about the Olympic being, like, I don't know, there was something about it not financially being viable. And so they sunk that one on purpose, but said it was the Titanic. And then something about the insurance made the real Titanic able to it's so confusing.
Which kind of makes sense though with like the artwork stuff, because that would
Yeah.
have added on so much money.
Yeah. Right? So it was about money, but it was something, but like the base, I don't even want to pretend I know the financial shit, but it wasn't the Titanic that sank. It was the Olympic, and the real Titanic never sank.
So these people who are exploring the Titanic wreckage,
didn't they count windows or something too? They like counted the windows on the Titanic, and that's not how many it was supposed to have. That's how many the Olympic had.
So like, why aren't these people who have gone down there like bringing it to surface? Like, that's not it.
Or where's the actual Titanic then?
Yeah. Like, where's the news coverage on that stuff?
They don't cover this stuff in the news.
And yeah, if these 2 other submarines went down there too.
What did they see or find out? Oh. What if he, what's his name? Stockton Rush. What if he knew, because he was the one going down there?
Did he? I don't know if he went on the first 2. This is the first time he went down there.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so then what if he found out something about the first 2 trips and they put him on there knowing it wasn't going to come back up? Allegedly.
Maybe.
Right? Like, or if they thought he was going to find a way to let like civilians pay to go down there. That's dangerous. If they're hiding things, you can't just have average Joes going down there. So they're like, yeah, cut this, because nobody is gonna go down to the fucking bottom of the ocean to see it now after this. Do you remember people? They're like, you couldn't pay me to go on this fucking submersible and go down there. People are terrified now to go on submarines.
And like, I don't think Ocean Gate is it a thing still? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Because I know there was like a bunch of stuff on Twitter or X.
I can't call it X.
Me either, but
but I guess that's what it is.
I don't want Elon to come for me.
Allegedly.
Yeah, there was like a bunch of stuff on there with it, but okay, so you go on the website and it automatically says Ocean Gate Expeditions has suspended all exploration and commercial operations. So it's like not even a site anymore.
Oh.
That's what I figured.
Okay. That makes sense.
Then his family, Stockton's family or whatever, must not have like wanted it.
No. Well, I don't blame them.
I mean, it wouldn't have made money now, but
yeah, everyone's just gonna be lining up to go die.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. How many? We're gonna have to do a part 2 of this episode, because this could go on forever. Do you want to do like one more?
Yeah.
And then if people like it, we'll do a part 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's do Princess Diana, because that's one of my favorite ones ever.
Okay. Biker shorts and sweatshirts. The queen. That was her go-to look, and I wear that shit religiously.
Yeah, that is your shit. Okay.
Aww.
The queen. Rest her soul. I think she took her out. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Here's why, though. I think she was gaining, like, strength in numbers, respect, popularity, power.
To this day.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she was not willing to, like, do the shady shit, allegedly, that the royal family has been said to maybe possibly do sometimes.
Which kind of reminds me of, like, what's going on now with Meghan.
Oh, we can talk about Meghan too, babe. Oh, okay.
Right? Like,
yeah. So Charles was, like, cheating on her with whatever her fucking face is. And I think when they separated, she was gonna tell a lot of people a lot of shit, because she would have known
everything.
Yeah. Everything. They found letters from her writing about shit she knew. she was like talking to her butler or something about it. She was raising tough kids, like smart kids. And she was like, girl, she knew a lot, and a lot of people would have listened to her.
Yeah. She was too, like, real and, yeah, for that family.
Yeah. So I think it was a power move, but I think someone did it.
Yeah.
Because...
And I feel like it was planned for a long time.
Because there was a bunch of stuff. This is, like, a huge conspiracy theory, too. Eyewitnesses of the crash have not been allowed to publicly speak about it. The only person that survived the crash committed suicide shortly after. That was, like, in the car with them. Then there was, one specific guy, I think, that was an eyewitness. And he died. Or wasn't allowed to talk about it, I don't remember. One or the other. And then when the ambulance came to, like, when the crash happened, she was alive. The ambulance came and got her. I don't remember the exact distance, but they were about a 10-minute drive to the hospital. They pulled over on the side of the road and waited an additional however long, so that by the time they got there, she was already dead. But she was alive in the ambulance. And there was, like, someone saw them pull over. Yeah. So they obviously said, like, oh, we were trying to save her. She was coding, whatever. No. It took them, like, I don't remember the exact times, but say it was, like,
longer than it should have, obviously.
Way longer than it should have, by, like, a stretch. So you're telling me that's not fudged?
Yeah.
Like, she's the fucking princess.
And you're gonna take your sweet time.
And you're gonna pull over on the side of the road to check your fucking dick?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Tug one out before you get her to help? Bullshit. Like, fuck me. Like, the queen slips you a fucking queen.
A Benjamin?
A Benjamin. Queen slips you a Benjamin and she's like, take your bloody time. Yeah. We're in no rush.
Like, no.
Man, and, like, I don't know.
It just makes me think that some shit's, like, gonna happen now, though, with
to Megan.
Yeah.
Well, because she's, like, super outspoken.
Yeah.
And honest, and, like, fully pulled Harry out of the family with her.
Yeah, and to the point where, yeah, like, the kids and shit are, like, disowned.
Yeah, like, they're not even considered, like, royal family anymore. But I wouldn't be surprised. But I think the only thing that's different is because of all the conspiracy around Diana.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd be dumb enough to do it to Meghan unless it looked like a massive accident.
Yeah.
But maybe she knows that and she's being careful. I'm pretty sure one of, like, either Harry or the other one. What's his name? Kate's husband? The older one? William? Yeah, okay. I think one of them two had said one time that they don't think their mother's death was an accident either.
Yeah, William.
Gross. Yeah, I don't know.
The whole fucking royal family is weird and disgusting.
And apparently they drink children's blood to stay youthful.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, they were part of sex trafficking too.
Yep. They used to have this
apparently.
This was alleged.
Yeah.
Massively. This is the biggest lie I've ever told in my life. It's not true at all. People have said they had, like, a royal race where they'd have the royals in a field and they'd have hundreds of children run and they'd give them 60 seconds, hunt them down and kill them. I'm not kidding. Like, they would take children, kidnap them, have them all gather up, and they'd say, okay, like, hide and seek, but they'd eat them.
No.
Allegedly. Just kidding. That was all fake.
Ew. Okay, I have one more.
Okay.
This is a long episode.
Whatever. This is my favorite one so far.
Do you remember, how many years ago was it? Maybe 5?
Okay.
When everybody was like, oh, Wayfair shipping children?
Yes! We've talked about this!
Yeah.
And it was, like,
just kind of just reminded me of it.
Yes, they would have, like, a
pillows
bed. Oh,
for $14,000?
Yeah.
Or the cabinets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they'd have items listed.
And it was, like, names. And then I
remember...
remember...
it was... and ages.
Yeah. And I remember when it was still Twitter, there was a person that did like so much research, and there was like this little girl is missing, and her name was like the name of a cabinet or whatever, and it like there was like
and
4 or 5 kids.
Specifics, right? It was like a name, and then it would say like somehow it put the age in there too.
Yeah, it was something fucked up, but yeah, I might still be on
$180,000 on Wayfair.
Yeah, the part that made me like believe it a little bit was the fact that this person did a lot of research of missing children, and like the names of the children missing were names of items on there.
Yeah.
Like that is fucked up.
Yeah. Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, some contenders for next time, because I'm going to mention them so that if people want a part 2, I want to talk about Johnny Gosh. Do you know who that is?
No.
Oh my god. He's a little kid that supposedly was sex trafficked, but then kept showing up like around and like came to see his mom as an adult and like allegedly told her like, I'm fine, this is what happened to me, you can't ever tell anyone or they're gonna kill me, and like has fully disappeared. Anyways, I gotta
see, a lot of that stuff does happen where people get like fake passports and just fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was like kidnapped. Someone saw him get kidnapped, and then he apparently like survived trafficking and then went and found his mom, and he's like, hey, look at me, I'm alive, I'm good, but I can never come back here. So she advocates for him still. Anyways, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the health system hiding like cancer treatments and telling us natural things are bad. I want to talk about Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, I think Britney Spears should be part of that too.
Britney Spears, yes, please. Paul McCartney. What else could we talk about?
The makeup community.
Yes! Oh, that'll be a whole episode.
Like
the beauty community, that whole like 2-3 years. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we can touch on Epstein a little bit more.
Yeah.
We can do some Disney conspiracies.
There's a lot.
Oh, there's
so you guys,
many.
If you want a part 2 of this, there's actually so much. Now that we've actually like talked about it, more stuff is coming up.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Let us know, because I would easily do a part 2 with you.
I think we have it. Yeah, we have too many to like not do one.
Right? Like, I think we have to.
Even if you guys don't want one, we still might do it.
Everyone's gonna be like, no thanks, and we'll be like, sure, you want another one? Awesome. The ratings, no thank you. Part 3.
Yeah. Oh, part 10?
Bitch, I thought we said no. Okay, we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I could fucking do this for the rest of my life. I love these episodes.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, so
and
good.
Interesting.
I'm excited for next week's too.
Same.
We're gonna talk about some silly Billy
laws.
That one's gonna be good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
You like what?
I like the fact that one's gonna be like, we know nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go into that one blind.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I bet there's some fucked up shit you can't do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys. Well, that wraps up our conspiracy theory episode, part 1.
Part 1, yeah. Let's do a part 2, because there's just too much, right?
And we'll post that picture of the pyramids on our Instagram.
Yeah, that is wild. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
So crazy.
And let us know, like, what you guys, believe or don't believe.
That's enough. Make sure you like, share, comment, and follow, and whatever the fuck else you want to do.
And we'll see you guys in our next episode. XOXO, go sip girls!